I'm tired and I just keep on postponing my bedtime. Just go to bed. I just find distractions. Keep on postponing. So you're saying that even though you're very tired and you need sleep, you just keep on finding distractions and postponing your bedtime, is that right? Yes. And why is that so? Because I feel scared of going to sleep. What are you scared of? The nightmares. And the night terrors. And waking up feeling scared and terror. No wonder you don't feel like wanting to go to sleep. Do you always have nightmares and night terrors? Sometimes. Sometimes not often. I'm sorry to hear that. Do you think that by postponing you're going to stop and prevent the nightmares and the night terrors? No. Actually, when I'm more tired, I'm more likely to have nightmares and night terrors. Not always, but sometimes. So, not sleeping does not solve the problem. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Do you feel better by having some sleep or no sleep at all? Feel better by having some sleep? That's right, when we sleep, our body and mind relaxes and recharges. Well, doesn't feel like it at times. I understand. Is there any moments or times when you actually sleep and feel better for having some sleep? Yes. In what ways can you support yourself by feeling more relaxed before bedtime? By stretching and breathing and focusing my mind into something neutral or positive. Well done, you. When we take slow, deep breaths, when we do some stretches, the body relaxes. A relaxed body helps the mind relax. And then we're more likely to sleep better. And while not all sleep may feel of quality, having some sleep is always better than no sleep at all. So by acknowledging our fears and reminding our brain that, checking with ourselves, am I safe in this moment? Are you physically safe in this moment? I think so. Do you think so? Or are you physically safe? I'm physically safe unless someone bad enters the house. So you are physically safe unless a bad person enters the house. What's the probability that a bad person, is that a high probability or low probability? Low probability. So even though there might be a possibility, but the probability is low, so we can remind our brain that we are safe in this moment. What do we do? What do you do if you do? What should you do if you don't feel physically safe in the moment? Remove myself from the situation. Ask for help or call the police. That's right. If you don't feel physically safe, then you remove yourself from the situation. You ask for help or call the police. Are you physically safe in this moment? Yes. In what ways can you increase your relaxation so that even though you cannot control, but you increase your chances of feeling more relaxed? By focusing on my breathing, counting my breathing. Or describing the things that I'm doing. Well, then you being mindful, observing and noticing and describing the things that we are doing in the moment. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm having my shower. I'm walking to bed. We are filling our mind with thoughts that are relevant to the moment, to the present moment, instead of letting the mind go on a wander towards thoughts and images, either of the past or real or that we observed or watched, so we can become present and less likely to become distressed. Do you always feel anxious before bedtime? Sometimes many times, and sometimes very often. I understand. Is there any particular times when you might feel more anxious? Yes, if I had conflict or didn't feel so good because of conflict. So is conflict triggering tension and anxious thoughts before bedtime? Yes. when there's conflict, you feel safe physically? I'm not sure. Maybe yes, maybe no. Why is that? Because when there's conflict, things can escalate quickly, and you never know when they might lead into an anger outburst by the other person. Is this fear based on the current experience only? Or is there a possibility that is reminding you of a similar experience in the past where when there were conflict you didn't feel safe? The past. Is there a possibility that you might be feeling safe now, but because of some experiences in the past, your brain is trying to protect you, to look out, to make sure that you're safe? Not sure if you're safe. Is there a possibility? Yes. When you feel calm and relaxed or happy and joyful, are you fearful of going to bed? No. Just feel happy and focus on my happy thoughts and happy memories. So when you do an activity where you feel satisfied or relaxed and then you go to bed, do you feel anxious about going to bed? No. Just feel relaxed. Is there any other times where you feel anxious before bedtime? Any other situations? If I feel anxious all day, where I didn't feel particularly safe, I understand, and I am sorry that you have these feelings. Your brain is looking out for your safety. It's always scanning the environment to make sure you're physically, mentally and emotionally safe. And when it doesn't feel safe, the anxious thoughts and feelings increase. The body releases extra energy so that you can check if you're in safety, so that that energy can be used to escape into safety. If you choose to fight the danger off, then you'd be feeling angry. But if you're feeling anxious, then it's likely that you are feeling worried or scared. And it's the body giving you energy to move yourself from the situation. But sometimes it is a false alarm. Sometimes it's just a trigger based on thoughts and feelings. The images, things we might have experienced or seen or heard, but we're actually safe in the moment. What about if we looked at bedtime with a I get to go to bed instead of I'm dreading to go to bed. Like I get to go to bed. I get to rest. I get to sleep. I get to rest and sleep in a bed. I'm so looking forward to sleeping and waking up feeling more relaxed and recharged. I look forward to having neutral or positive or wonderful dreams. And if that doesn't happen, I'll take it that my brain is still processing some things and still has more to process, but I do not need to be afraid of. I can look at it with curiosity and take clues from my dreams that perhaps I need to make some adjustments, reduce my stress levels, increase my safety, relax more, eat healthier, sleep more regularly. What about if you could look at it? I get to sleep! Ooh, 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 ooh. Can you imagine the privilege that we get to sleep and wake up and feel better? So now do you feel scared of going to bed? No, not anymore. If you do not feel safe, remove yourself from this situation. Ask for help, call the police, call an emergency number. Sometimes it's just our thoughts that are triggering based on a memory, based on experience. And sometimes we become anxious because we're perceiving, based on the past experience, of perceiving something unpleasant. And our brain is trying to keep us away from something unpleasant, but if we don't sleep, then it is even worse, and our anxious thoughts and feelings go up, and then it's harder to sort of manage and feel good enough and healthy enough. So we want to face our fears, remind our brain that we are safe if we are physically safe, do what we can to support us, either the deep, slow breaths or progressive muscle relaxation, or listening to something soothing. And just trust that we will be okay. Hopefully it will be good dreams, and if it's not, we've coped in the past, surely we'll cope again. And whatever will be, will be. But at least we are facing it and minimizing. We still have to go to bed. So rather sooner rather than later. Because sooner then we're giving ourselves more chance of resting. Later we're more tired, and the more tired we are, the harder it is to manage our thoughts and to guide them into something neutral or positive, or to even just notice and observe. So notice and observe without judging. I am safe. Take a slow deep breath and slowly out. I am safe. Breathe in and breathe out. I am safe. Breathe in. Breathe out. And I get to sleep, yay! I get to sleep, yay! For now. Oh, exciting it is, I get to sleep. Not too exciting, because then it'll be too alert, too awake. But the feeling of satisfaction, I feel satisfied that I get to sleep, to rest. to rest my body and my mind. And for that I am grateful. Speak with a health professional if your sleep is causing problems and you're not managing, so you can be fully supported. Bye for now.